to come on live and we have a talk, a chit chat. Um, Let me take this chance to welcome you all into Essie YouTube channel. And today I don't have a speaker. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. If you happen to join this live video, please tell me if you can hear me. My phone doesn't have charge because I overslept and I didn't put it to charge at night, and so it doesn't have enough charge. I have to plug in the charger, and like you know, the same plug-in location is the one that we use for speaker. So guys, how have you been? How have you been? It's been a minute. And today I'm here not to talk about any specific thing, but I'm here to answer your questions live. Please, sometimes when you send me questions and I read them but I cannot get back to you, just know I'm driving. I do a lot of driving during the day. And if I'm not driving, I'm doing work that involves both of my hands. So it is not easy for me to text you back, but I just want to come up with a program or a series, or I don't know what you're gonna call it, on Saturdays. If you have any question, if you want to ask me something, just be joining this live video at 1 p.m. American time. Convert that into your time, because I don't want to give a specific time, because all people do not come from Kenya. There are people from South Africa, there are people from Uganda, there are people from Canada, there are people from UK, and so on and so on. So I have some code, and that is not something that I can use to say that I won't be able to come live today. I said, you know what? It's been a minute since we talked live. And guys, keep on sending those questions. I'll be here to answer them as quick as I can. And today, you see, I have the wig those praise and worship girls, ladies have. They say hallelujah. Wave me in the air, hallelujah, church. You see, so today I have it, and I'm not a praise and worship today, but I do. And I'm here to answer all your questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. They are visible. Okay. If you set them, I'll be able to see them. And excuse me, I said I have code, but we're gonna pull through with it. So let me talk about something that happened this week. I know you have seen it. I know people have been reading about it. I have seen people asking me about it, if I'm safe with my kids. Yes, we are, and we thank God, but we are so saddened to see that so many kids keep on dying in school because of a person who has a gun that they cannot even control their emotions. You know, there isn't no dangerous person or a thing. Even the bomb is not as dangerous as a person who cannot control their emotions. They are very dangerous people. So this week we had like 16 kids. They were killed in Texas, which is so sad. Just imagine you prepared your kids to go to school, and midway or half the day, you get a call that there is an active shooter in their school, and the next minute what you learn is that your kid is no more. It is so saddening, so saddening. And people ask me, why do they do that? Nobody knows, because most of them, they eventually get evaluated by a doctor who goes ahead and says that they have a mental issue. So you cannot tell me because you have a mental issue, you are able to take a gun and go shoot so many people for nothing, no apparent reason. If you have a mental issue, I would expect you, because you are going to a kid's class, I would expect you to carry some popsicle. Go give the kids, because you have a mental issue. But you cannot tell me you have a mental issue and the next thing you want to do is to take a gun and just shoot people. At least you should know. I have seen mentally ill people, and they also understand who a kid is. So I do not see the reason why they should keep on defending these people. In the previous case, the guy was killed, and if I was to be asked, I am a Christian, I would say he just deserved to be killed, because There's no way even prosecuting him would not bring back the 18 kids life. I don't know if they were 18 or 16, where thereabout. And the sad thing is that they keep on doing this thing year after year. If you can check at Google and see how many mass shootings have been there in America between 2019 and 2020, you will be shocked. And the government doesn't seem to do anything about the gun policy. And we also don't know what to do other than to just pray to God to protect the kids when they are in school, because this is something that has seemed or it has proved to be something that is not in control right now, not in the previous years, and not even in the future. There is no hope of what they can do. But as work ago, I was asking myself, if people cannot be able to pass with weapons at the airport, there are those scanners that they use there. I know they might say maybe they are harmful to be used on daily basis by kids at school and on their gates. Like in America, they have just one entrance into school. And this is a building, it is not a gate like we have in Africa. It is a whole building divided into so many classrooms, and then the entrance is just one. The way you would enter near your house through just one door, that is how they are built. And everything else, you can only exit to other doors from inside, but you cannot enter through the other doors from outside. And for you to be able to get inside, they have to open for you because the door stays locked. So my question is, if people have succeeded, or if the government has succeeded to make sure at the airport, when people are going to, those who've been to airport, you know that you pass through so many scans and you pass through the security inspection area before you can go to board your flight. So even before you can go to the waiting area for people who are traveling, you have been scanned, you have been checked, and so on. So I was asking myself, is there no technology that can be used at the doors to make sure if a person enters with a gun, it can scan them and just put a signal, and when the signal is on, they have like the first doors, and then they build the second doors. So the first door has the scanners, so you scanned here, and then if the scanners buzz, that means that you have a gun, and so the second door should lock automatically. That is my brain, and I don't know why they cannot hire me. So that was my thinking. Why not do something like that so that we can prevent the innocent kids from dying every single day in America? And this is so sad because I have ever read something on the newspapers or heard someone talking about how Africa, we don't have security, how we've been getting attacked by the Al-Shabaab and so on. And I was like, you know what? Africa is being attacked by enemies. But America, they attack their own. So it is even more sad in America than it is in any other part of the world. That is how I just conclude. Because there is very big problem when it is the people themselves attacking themselves, because there is nothing that could be done. If it was people from outside, there could be security on the borders. But here, we are the people themselves attacking each other. That is so, so sad. And it's something to be reconsidered, especially about the gun policy. It needs to be changed, and it needs to be re-evaluated. It needs to be revisited as soon as possible. But the hope for that is like it's gone and nobody cares. I don't know if they don't care, or they think guns are more important than the lives that the guns are supposed to protect. So that is what was happening last week, and people with green card questions, I see them asking me. There was one who asked me, they put a different name when they were playing green card, and now they don't know what to do. I don't know if they won or not, because she didn't write. But if you have been following my videos, I have always said, use the same names that you used when you were applying. Why? Because if you put a new name other than what you applied with, that is a whole different person. That is not the same person that you put in on the application form. So just know what you're gonna do. I don't know why you should use two different names. I don't know why you should change name. I don't know why you should use a name that you know you do not want to carry forward. So if that is what you did, then you need to keep the name that you applied with, and then you have to change all your passports or your birth certificates and the ID if you happen to have one. Okay? And then there was this other question. Someone asked me about single moms in America, the challenges they go through, the jobs they can do. And I said, if you have been following my videos, I have done a video for single moms in America, what you should do, and the jobs that can fit you. And number one job that I spoke about was you can do fostering. Number two thing is that you can do something called host provider. You can be able to host people with disabilities in your house, and they can pay you for that. If you decide to do fostering, it is not even supposed to count as an income, even though they reimburse you a daily rate of whatever amount of money they pay in your state. But remember, this is someone's child and they have very tight rules and restrictions, so you should be able to know that you can be able to handle that. And if you happen to do foster care where you are dealing with little kids, you should be able to understand that these kids, they come with their own challenges, and you should be able to understand them and be able to handle them accordingly, because they cannot be disciplined. They can only be spoken to, or you can only look for a counselor to talk to them. They cannot be disciplined the same way African people think they can discipline their kids. So here it's a whole different setup. And what was the other question, if I can remember? Yeah, okay, let's go to number 3 job that single parents can do. Single parent can work as Uber drivers if you happen to have a car. But before you get a car, remember, it's a process. Because there is no way you're going to come to America today and 3 weeks you have a car. Because you have to go to work to be able to get a car. And you have to be able to drive as well. So between when you come in here and when you get a car, it's like 3 months or 2 months. So as long as you can drive and you can be able to read maps, you can be able to be a taxi driver, you can become an Uber driver, you can become a Lyft driver. That means you are able to work with your time. So if you have little kids that cannot even be left, go to school, you have to look for a daycare where you can drop them and go to work, and then you pick them up when you come from work. So it is not something that is not doable. It is very doable, and single parents can still survive in America as long as you do not want to do what other people are doing, but you want to do what fits you and your schedule with your kids. Okay? Number 3 thing that single moms can do is called Amazon driver. You can be hired by Amazon to be their driver, to be dropping packages to people. When people purchase packages from Amazon, they need drivers to go drop them to the addresses. So that is something you can do, and don't go to their warehouse because they're gonna give you a time to clock in and clock out. But when you work for them as a partner, that means you're gonna be working Amazon Flex, if you have ever heard something like that. And this is also for people who live in America and they don't know this. You can work as Amazon Flex driver. This means you are your own boss. So you only pick up job when you are available. That means you wake up at 8 a.m., you drop your child to daycare, and after you drop your child to daycare, it's like 9:30. Now you can log into your app and turn on your available, and they're gonna send you some blocks that are available, and you can pick the one that fit you. And the blocks also comes with the hours you're gonna spend working, so you can always set yourself, and you're gonna be very, very flexible with this one. I did not say flexible, I said flexible. I know I'm a Kikuyu. So that is a very good job that you can do in America, and especially when you are a single parent. And I did a video, a Kikuyu video. If you don't know, I have a Kikuyu channel. You can go there and watch it. And I said, if you are a single parent, whether you are a dad or you are just a mom, because so many things can end you up being single mother or single father. Single father and single mother is not a disability. Never even ever use it anywhere to seek sympathy because you're not disabled. It is just that you are a strong dad or you're a strong mom. Stop introducing yourself as a single parent. You're not a single parent, you are a strong parent. Doing it all alone, you are doing what two people do, and you're doing it just by yourself. You should just congratulate yourself. You should just know that you are stronger than them, and that is not a weakness. It is indeed a very strong woman or a strong man. Hi Susan Kenya, how are you? So those are some of the jobs that people can work in America. And someone asked me, yeah, this is Nia Farasi. This is this belongs to the horse. It's not my hair. So those are some of the jobs that people can do. And in order for you, let me tell you something. I want to enlighten someone here. So many people in America, they work as independent contractors. That means nobody is hiring you. You are not working under anyone. You just the one who decides when to work, when not to work, where to work, where not to work. So this is number one mistake that people do. If you happen to be an independent contractor in America, please keep your records straight. Register your company. A company doesn't have to have 100 employees to be called a company. A company can just be you. So if you decide to do Uber, if you decide to do Amazon Flex, they get to pay you, or they pay you all of what you make. They don't take taxes. So you are the one to decide how much taxes you owe the government, because the government cannot be able to tax you upfront because they don't know the expenses. You are using your car has insurance, your car uses gas, your car uses maintenance, your car uses so many other things. So the government cannot be able to tax you because they don't know how much you made, and they can only tax a person according to how much they made. So when you work as an independent contractor, please just go and register your company. Number one, with your state. You register a company with your state. Second thing, get something called EIN number. That is a number that will help you to be able to file taxes for your job. Why am I insisting on filing taxes at the end of the year? Because this is the only way you can get yourself to be able to buy a house if you need one, because you have to show that you have income. You have to show that you work. How else can you show that you work if you do not record what you do? So it is very important for people to note that you need to be serious with what you are doing. Don't just work and because you are getting something, you think that you are okay. No, there are other things waiting for you. There are other things waiting to show that you work so that you can be approved. For example, if you want to buy a house, that is a mortgage, they will need to show that you have a consistent income for the last 2 years or 2 tax years. You need to show that so that they can approve you. And that is very, very important for the process of mortgage. Okay, guys? And also, it is very important to show to maybe when you're looking for a rental house, it is very important to show that you're working. That is the only way they can endorse you, endorse your paperwork as a person who is working. So it is very important to keep things straight. Okay? Let me check if I have any questions. I don't know why I'm not seeing them. Okay. Jane Kafugu, how are you? Salome, nimekuona. Caroline Nyambura, wow, hi, looking good. Thank you so much, but do not be deceived. This is horse's hair I borrowed today to come here and tour you for. My hair looks so bad because it's been raining here for a whole week, and so I happened to be rained on 2 times. I guess if you buy a house, a car, can I evade taxing? I don't know why you would want to evade taxing, because you see, when you come here with green card, they want to see you that you pay taxes. That is how you earn your citizenship. You cannot just come here and sit and you don't pay no taxes. Otherwise, you're not of no help to the government, because the reason as to why they have you stay 5 years is to see that you're working for them. I believe so. So, and paying taxes is not a bad thing, guys. At the end of the year, By the way, if you happen to be a self-contractor, that is, you have hired yourself in America, you get to decide the number of expenses. That is, if you ate when you are working, that is an expense. If you took your car to oil change, that is an expense. The mileage that you drove, that is an expense, because the mileage are wearing off your car. So that is something you will be asking from the government to compensate you. So it is not you paying them. So it's not necessarily that you have to pay. Sometimes they pay you after they see that you didn't make anything. And this is the difference between, I think, American tax returns and the African way. They don't necessarily take money from you. Sometimes they will even pay you for the loss you went, okay? I hope I answered that. And it is a good thing to pay taxes, according to what I have learned here. It is a very big, huge difference. Lawrence, how are you after 5 years? I guess, okay. If I buy a house or car, I can evade taxing. No. If you buy a car, you have to pay property taxes at the end of the year. If you buy a house, you need also, they will bill you property taxes at the end of the year, or they can split them in between the months, and you'll be paying each month property taxes. That is, you own a property, you have to pay taxes for that. You own a car, you have to pay property tax for that. And if you don't, when you are renewing your license, I mean your registration, they're gonna count it all for you before they let you renew the registration, okay? America, they are very, very awake, huh? You cannot run away with something. And then the worst thing here in America is playing games with the IRS. That is the Internal Revenue Service. That is the taxes department. They will get to you, because here you cannot hide you. They have your social security. Any activity you do anywhere, they ask you for social security. Even before they hire you, they will ask the social security. And every employer is supposed to report your wages to the IRS, that is directly, not through you to approve them. No, they send them direct, because they get the employee ID, and the employee ID comes from the IRS. So there is nothing to hide here in America. All things are open book. So if you try to play games, they're gonna get to you, and they're gonna make you to pay with the interest, which is super high, if you get to steal or take anything home that belongs to the taxes department. Okay, guys, let me see the next question. Tuned in, you're looking amazing. Hi, Eunice. Yeah, I'm looking amazing with some bald hair from the horse. We have to share these things. So yeah, another thing I would want to say, so many people keep asking me for hosting. Guys, if I have to host, I can only host one person. And if I tell you I don't have any space right now, trust me, I don't have any space right now, because a house cannot be that much big to host like 10 people at a go, because they will need to, if you have kids, they will need to go to school, they will need to add in the address, and they check to see how many people are living in the house. So I don't think it's possible. So guys, we are in 2022, and I encourage people all the time, be someone who speaks easily. If you happen to go to, there are these church pages on Facebook, they are on YouTube too. If you go there and you join them, you join, or you like the pages, and then you be following them, there would be, you cannot lack just one person to respond to your good comment there about their preaching, about their praise and worship and stuff. Be wise. And when they respond, make them your friend. Make them your friend, because Eswakao cannot be able to host the whole world. It's not possible. I would want to, but it's not possible to do that. So guys, bear with me if I cannot host you. If you feel like you had so much hope in me, just know that it's not possible. And right now, I'm also in the middle of moving very soon, so I cannot be able to host. And there was a person who wanted to be helped with some paperwork for green card, that is DS 260 paperwork, all through to when they get the visa. Please, I cannot be able to do your paperwork, and I cannot also be able to direct you accordingly, because maybe when you're texting me, I'm asleep. Maybe when you're texting me, I'm working, and that would gonna cost you so much time to be able to get back the paperwork for DS-260. What people don't know is that green card do have a time limit. They expire. So the more fast you can process your, you can fill your DS-260 and get it back, the more they gonna make your process faster, because it's first come, first serve. And also, if they get to the cutting line before you get in your paperwork, you'll be locked outside. So the first thing that you should do after you win is to make sure you fill that DS-260 as soon as possible. So that you be able to get it back so that they can process your case. Guys, it has a deadline. It has an expiration date. If they get to the cutting line, you're gonna be cut off and you'll be locked outside. You won't be able to process it because they will have gotten enough people. Remember, they have the number of people that they put in each year. So the faster you can process it, the faster you can be able to join us here in America. So guys, I told you, once you apply the green card and once you get to know that you won, please get the document ready as soon as possible. Those people asking for weddings, you do not have to go to the what do we call it? I am forgetting. My English is almost going. You do not have to do as the big weddings that you have to call people like 1,000 of them or 2,000 of them to come and celebrate you. You do not have time for that. Please, if you want to do a wedding, just go to AD, just go to your church, talk to your pastor. That is what I did personally. I went and saw my pastor, I told him what I wanted, and then he went and talked to the bishop who does officiating, and that is what was done for me. So within 3 weeks, you will have the certificate. So just note that it doesn't matter who gave you the certificate as long as it is someone who is authorized to do so. Like your pastor or your bishop, you can do the AG. You do not have to necessarily do that big wedding, remarkable, the $1 million wedding. You don't even have money for that, my friend. You will have a long way to go. You have a long way to go. You have so much to spend on. Don't complicate things. Don't complicate stuff. It is already complicated somehow. So keep that money and use it on something else, like paying for the medical checkup at the IOM, or use that money to pay for your air flight if you have so much money. You do not need anyone right now to come and make things more harder than they are right now. So a certificate is a certificate, a marriage certificate is a marriage certificate. And on that note, someone asked me, they've been living with the wife as a come we stay setup, and now he was asking me, what is he gonna do if he goes and marries the wife officially? The date's gonna read current, and they've been living with her for like 3 or 4 years. And this is the thing, and I have said this severally on my other videos, that staying with someone, it doesn't mean you have officiated anything. You can be staying with someone and you are not married to them, or maybe you are married but customary, but now you have to show officially you are married. Custom marriage is not mostly recorded on the books, but if you officiate your wedding, it is recognized by the government. So that is the only way to be able to prove you are married to anything related to government, okay? So you can go ahead and marry your wife with any type of marriage setup you're gonna choose. The only thing that is needed here is the marriage certificate. About your custom marriage, it doesn't even count, because I remember mine counted from when we got the certificate. So before, they don't even know if we were married or not, because there is nothing we can prove with, and they don't even care. So you can go ahead and marry your wife, and then you can carry the certificate. If they ask you, tell them we've been married, we have a child, but it was just custom marriage until I officiated it for the purpose of the green card. Nobody gonna ask you anything. Do not be lied to. So you still be approved because that is your wife. About the pictures, if you happen to do the Kiwaja wedding, you can take some pictures and then you can prove to them, we did this wedding and this is my wife, blah blah blah. But if you have a child together, I do not see any reason why they should not trust you, because they did not ask me a thing. And again, you included the wife when you were applying for the green card, so that is enough. All right. I saw someone ask me something. I plan to apply green card coming October with my girlfriend individually, then marry her application after application, so that chances increases. I just wish you can just include her in your application so that you do not have to go another process of resatisfying that she is indeed your wife and you married her. So do things the right way at the beginning, so that when you move on, you will not be able, you won't be having so many issues to deal with. It is always very hard to prove to these people that whatever you are saying is true, because they do not live with you, they do not know you. So you have to come up with so much evidence, and the evidence might be requiring you to have a lot of money to process faster. Remember, for you to be able to book an AG wedding, it has to be a process. You have to have an appointment, because it's not just your wedding they have so many people going for the same. So sometimes you do not have the time, and you are working with a time limit, remember, so you can only be able to do a things, okay. The other thing I wanted to answer here is it is about leaving kids or leaving some people, and I answered this, but people keep on bringing the same questions, and sometimes I do not have enough time to keep back and forth, and that is why I do videos. About you do not have enough funds to process the green card, I said please make sure you process the green cards up to when you get the visas for everybody. When you get visas for everybody, even though you might not carry them here the first time, it is very possible for you to go back and be able to come with them. But if you do not process their visas up to the last point, that would be very hard for them, for you to add them in your case. And remember, it is always easy to pay the flight tickets when you are here, and it's very hard for you to go back to Kenya or wherever you applied from to process a case. It's gonna be back and forth, and it costs a lot of money. So again, process the cases of the people who want green card under you up to where you get your passports endorsed with US visa. That way you can come here and do some double work until you get that air ticket and send them. You do not even have to go for them. They can bring themselves in here. Assuming as you go, you want green card, it's not possible to marry a Kenyan having already located. What are you saying? A friend of mine applied for the lottery on my behalf. He did not put my children. Can I add them on the... My friend, that's gonna be a case. And whenever you are applying green card, include your whole clan. That is your first family. Assume you are a Sigo, and you want green card. Is it not possible to marry a Kenyan having already relocated? Yeah, you can always go back to Kenya and marry them if that is who you want to marry. You can go there, do a wedding there, and then you come here and start filing other spouse, okay? You can always do that. They can come under you. It is very possible. I have seen people doing that. I've seen people coming here with green card. They do not include their families, but after 5 years, they will have to reapply. They will have to apply for them so that they can be added on their case after 5 years. I said 5, not 5 days, 5 years. So it is a very long process, and it takes time. You being separated with your children for 5 years, it's not a joke. It is not something. So it is always good to include them from the word go. That makes things easier. So that is all I wanted to say. If you have more questions, you can keep them coming. I have 6 more minutes to be here, and then I'll log off. I just didn't want to record the video because I wanted to talk with you one-on-one. And yeah, those people, there are people. I have a company now, a cleaning company, and people been asking me if I can hire them. I'm so sorry because I am not able to hire people from outside because I do not have the paperwork that is needed for that, and the government has not approved me to do so. So if you happen to be in America and you are looking for a job, you can hit me up. But if you are outside America, I do not have means to get you here. If I do, I could. Okay. Keep the questions coming because I sometimes don't get time to answer after. And today is Saturday here, and we have a very long weekend because we have Memorial Day on Monday. And today I did not go to work. It was my day to rest. Guys, here you work like donkey. People lie to you that when you go to America, things go new. That's a lie. They don't go new. You have to work for every single penny that you put in your pocket. My kids are laughing here because sometimes I take them to work with me too. They have to learn how to hustle. Yeah, we cannot raise up slay queens and slay kings. No. Not in an African home. So, yeah, I've been working like a donkey because I have a cleaning company. And the thing is, before I get people to work under me, I have to set up the company myself. So I work until when I come home, I cannot even be able to record a video. Yeah, sometimes you see me missing. It is not me missing. It is because I'm so tired to do anything. Like even if you say hi to me, I don't even have the energy to say hi back. That is how America is. Like you work, but you have to set up time for you to rest. Like today, I said, you know what? I have to rest today. I do not have to go to any job, and I canceled jobs. Trust me, I canceled. I canceled because, yes, I do have a website, and I pinned it last time. I'm gonna pin it down here. As soon as I get off this live video. So I canceled job because tomorrow is Sunday and I don't work on Sunday, but I have an Airbnb that is supposed to be cleaned tomorrow evening because the checkout is 12 and the check-in is 3. So I have to go and clean it because I signed in to clean for them, and this checkout gonna be on a Sunday. So today I had to take some time off and rest because my body needs that. And I slept all the way to 11:30 a.m. I was sleeping, like fast asleep. I needed that. I work a whole week non-stop, so whenever I get time to rest, I take advantage of that, okay? Someone asked for my URL. I am gonna pin it down for my cleaning, I believe. Is that for cleaning? Yeah, I do have a website. I have a website for clothesline, I have a website for cleaning, and I have a website for my books, okay? The book is not yet out because I got some challenges on the way that delayed my book with like 2 years now, and I'm just gonna finish it at the due time. I hate to say at the due time because in this world we do not have anything like due time. Due time is when you create it, when you purpose that this is today and not any later than today. That is the due time. But if you sit down and believe there is a time that will be perfect for things to happen, they will never happen. I keep on saying I thought about starting a cleaning company back in 2016. I went on procrastinating, postponing until 2022. Those are whooping 6 years that I wasted. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes I could think I'm not enough to do it. I do not know how. I don't know how to approach it. Maybe people won't even like me because maybe most of the people they don't know me. But people don't have to know you to be able to work with you. All you need to do is to bring your expertise. If you show them you know what you are doing, they cannot resist. So never feel like you are not enough or you are small for the job. It is not the big people who do things. It's the people who believe in themselves that are able to do wonders. I have done research that if I add the children in the DS60, it will be denied. Yes, it will be denied. I will be denied. This is because from day one, the one who applied for me did not put them. Yes, because there is no, you can just come up with kids that you did not have at the beginning. They ask you if you have kids to add them. So if you just now all of a sudden from nowhere, I have 3 kids, they are here, can I add them? They will think that you are scamming them. And these people are very sensitive with scammers. They believe they can be scammed because, for one, they don't know you. They are working with someone they have never seen. They don't know your relatives. They don't know nothing about you. So always be very cautious. That, like I say, add your kids, your whole kids, even the kids that you have gotten, you got even before you got married, even the kids with your baby mamas, their own kids. Bring them in, they don't care. As long as they are your kids, the DNA can testify that you are allowed to bring them here, because they would hate to know. They would hate to know that you had kids that you left behind and they were supposed to come with you, because no child is supposed to be separated with their kid, with their parents. That is what they believe here. Okay, so you cannot, there are things you cannot add on the way. And there is a friend of mine, she lives in Iowa. We came here at the same time, and she added the husband on the way. When she applied, she wasn't married, but in between she got married and she got a baby. So she added both of them in, and they never even questioned anything. So I believe because they had a baby together, they did not even have anything to separate them. They cannot do that because they are not allowed also to separate families. And that is why they encourage people to put all your family there, because they do not want to hear cases after that they brought you here through green card and you left some people suffering back there, or you were separated with your kids. That is not their motive from the word go. Okay, so what is the other question as I close? I'm already late with 2 minutes. I was supposed to close at 40 minutes. Okay, guys, and my closing statement, I would want to tell someone: believe in yourself, have confidence in what you do, start it today, not tomorrow. That is what I would want to tell a person. Have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, and start it today, not tomorrow, because God is waiting for you to take that step, and then God will open doors that you never even expected to have. Right now, I have so much work than I have hours. There is no way I can be able to work for all the people that are looking for me to work for them. And here in America, we have one big issue: employees. We always have issue to deal with looking for employees. There are no people to be hired for jobs. So believe in yourself. Have confidence in what you do. Start it today, not tomorrow. And guys, I'll see you when you see me. I am so excited, and thank you everybody who tuned in for this live video. May God bless you. Do not forget to keep on keeping on, because that is our slogan here. And we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Bye bye guys, and have a nice weekend.